circumstances themselves that determine your growth, but the meaning you give to them, the way you imagine them. Neville Goddard taught that imagination creates reality. This principle applies not just to creating external circumstances, but to interpreting and utilizing the circumstances you find yourself in. When you face a challenge, when you encounter suffering, you have the power to imagine it as an opportunity for growth, as a necessary step in your evolution. This is not mere positive thinking or wishful denial of reality. This is the conscious use of your creative power to transform your experience from within. When you imagine your suffering as a chosen path to growth, when you see it as a sacred initiation, you literally change its nature. You alchemize lead into gold, transmute poison into medicine. Let me give you a practical example. Suppose you find yourself in a situation of financial hardship. The conventional response might be to feel victimized, to bemoan your fate, to sink into despair. But what if instead you chose to see this situation as an opportunity to develop resourcefulness, to clarify your priorities, to discover inner resources you never knew you had? By reimagining your situation in this way, you not only change your emotional response to it, but you open yourself to solutions and opportunities you might otherwise have missed. You transform a seeming obstacle into a stepping stone and challenge into a chance for growth. This principle applies to all forms of suffering, all types of challenges. A health crisis becomes an opportunity to deepen your connection with your body, to reassess your lifestyle, to discover the healing power within you. A relationship conflict becomes a chance to develop greater empathy, to practice forgiveness, to clarify your boundaries and values. The key is to remember that you are not a passive recipient of circumstances, but the active creator of your reality. You are not being acted upon by external forces, but are the force itself, expressing itself through the medium of your life experiences. When you embrace this truth, when you live from this understanding, you step into your power as a conscious creator. You no longer see suffering as something to be avoided at all costs, but as a tool for your growth, a chisel for sculpting your greatest self. Let me be clear. This is not about denying the reality of pain or dismissing the genuine challenges we face in life. It is about recognizing that we have the power to choose our response to these challenges, to decide what meaning we will give to our experience.